dumb chimpanzee like me can do it. Most people can do it. Hi, I'm John. Today we're going to be working on a 2003 Toyota Avalon taillight assembly. My neighbor hit it with his four-wheeler the last snowstorm, and he ended up purchasing one from Parts Geek, so it's out of the box already. He just sent it up, but you can get them on eBay. I looked this morning, anywhere from like $40 to $100, and they're all over the internet, so not an issue. It's actually a pretty simple project. You are going to need an 8mm, a 10mm, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a pry tool for the clips. Okay, first thing you do is pop off this cover. And then you need to take this bracket off with this hook. You can either use a Phillips head, or there is also, that's for the 8mm. Okay, so that pops off. And then there are two clips. Make sure you can see. Yep, there are two clips right here. They're Phillips head, so you should be able to unscrew them. You might have to hold the outer edge to get it to pop and screw at the same time, because all it did was move around. So this one's actually broke, this clip here. So yeah, you just hold that outer edge of the ring, and then the center should pop out. Once that's out, you use your clip tool, or just anything flat, or if you got gnarly fingers, use your gnarly fingers, and then pop those off. Once that pops off, then this plastic piece comes off. You need to slide it out. There's a tab that's under here. You need to slide that out, and then this whole piece comes out. Okay, so then the next step is to take off these 4 nuts on the outside. They are 10mm.
No problems, that won't problem with me, no. Yeah. Took control, run the game. Best believe I'm shining, dog. Counting up my wins, yeah, I love it when they count me out.
Okay, this actually popped out really easily. So you can see it's already starting to move out, which is great. Thought it was going to be a pain in the butt, but. And then there is a connection right here on the bottom. There's a little tab that you need to push, and then you can pull this out. I can't do that with the camera the way it's situated, but it's down on the bottom. Push that in, and then that pops out. So then you are able to, I can use my hand on the inside here, remove the whole cover. So that's that. So obviously I had looked to make sure that it fit, the new lens fit in the spot beforehand. I just put it over the top, and I looked to make sure that it looked like it had the same configuration of wires on the connector, which it did. So we will start now by putting the new lens assembly in. So you have to feed that through. Okay. And essentially you will reverse the process. So those 4 nuts will go back on.
Okay. Let me talk to the chat. They know I was gone for a minute, had to BRB. Had to grab a couple wins.
Okay, tighten those nuts down.
They want a problem with the boy, they don't want no static. I don't need your cosign.
I'm gently putting some pressure on the outside of the lens assembly and not tightening each one down completely till they're all snug. And then going around in a counterclockwise motion just to make sure. Now I'm back to clockwise, but it's all good. Okay. Then next we will hook up the connection, electrical connection. Okay, that's in. That's good. And next we have to put in our plastic piece. Okay, this pops out on the bottom, so that has to go underneath. And the carpet needs to come on top. So you need to finagle the carpet on the bottom. And then get that tab back in underneath. So it slides in. You want to make sure that all of your holes are lined up. It'll just make it easier. Okay, this clip goes back in. Okay, and then here I'll show you those clips from earlier so you can see the Phillips head in them. So you pull it out so there's the maximum amount of space that allows these 4 little flanges to close. And then that slides in and then it just pops in. And same thing with the other one. And then this plastic piece gets put back on. And that's it. Fairly simple. Very simple, actually. I mean, if a dumb chimpanzee like me can do it, most people can do it. If you're what's the word I'm looking for? If you feel confident with a screwdriver and a socket, you're good to go. So we'll just test it to make sure everything's good. And I'm gonna use the GoPro to actually test it because I have nobody else here.
They never thought I would be on great. I'm just a peon, but realize they be on fake. They bet against me, but I know I'm taking me all day. They waiting on the boy to fail, that's a real long wait. You need more faith than hold a cell and relocate. And you ain't messing with the boy, you about to see your fate. I'm about to get another chip, call it Frito-Lay. They send the beat, I send it back, it's DOA.
Alright, so yeah, fairly simple. I mean, you can do it in about 15 minutes or so. So save yourself some money instead of taking it somewhere. If you feel confident, like I said, a very easy job. Just a few nuts, screw, and a couple of retainer clips, and just that one connection. And it pops out pretty easy. Sometimes they are more difficult to pop out, so it is nice to have like a set of plastic tools. So here, plastic tools, so you can pry on the inside here if you need to get the lens assembly to come out. But overall, like I said, it's a fairly easy job. Awesome. Have a good day.